Episode 2 of the 100th regression of a max-level player 2. Huang Yongmin and Ali engulfed in darkness. Chwik. Tap. A group of people open beer cans and drink beer in one gulp. Key, now I can legally drink beer. Hey, not yet. There are 30 minutes left until the new year. That sucks, really. How long do we have to hide in the alley and drink like rats? You are the rat. Why are you blaming us too? That's because it's annoying. Aren't you annoyed? Huang Yongmin emptied the contents in one gulp and nervously threw the beer can. Hey, is there a fire in here, brother Yongmin? It was only after lighting a cigarette and exhaling deeply that the wrinkles on Huang Yongmin's forehead began to smooth out. Old kids don't know why they can't do this good thing, because, as an old guy, that's right. Giggle giggle. Huang Yongmin and his friends were giggling and laughing. Then, occasionally, when he sees someone passing by in an alley, he stops laughing and gives a cold look, as if to tell me to just stop paying attention and go on my way. Then, if it's 100 people, you pretend not to have seen them and run away. It was still like that now. Hey, did you see it? Are you running away because you're scared by the look in my eyes? What are those eyes? Do your eyes have a luminous function? It was dark, so all you could see was the cigarette light. Hey, but was it the girl who just passed by pretty? It feels a bit chilly. Seorin, really? Oh, I want to kiss you in Seorin's arms. Peck, you crazy bastard. Tsk. When Huang Yongmin made a funny expression, his friends burst into laughter. Hey, if you like it, go ahead and get my number. I'm a minor, will you accept it? What are you scared of? You'll be an adult in a little while. As the saying goes, the sun changes at midnight. I don't have much time left until I become a high school student. Once the vacation is over, the boring school is now graduation. What are you going to do when you graduate? I'll ask my dad to buy me a motorcycle and look into delivering it. They say delivery makes a lot of money these days. Is that so? What about Tysik? I plan to work at a factory that provides dormitories before I go to the military. You're nagging me so much at home that I should be able to live without suffocation. Damn it! Huang Yongmin giggled as he looked at his friend sighing and exhaling cigarette smoke. Yongmin, and you, me, didn't I tell you before, I'm going to become a gangster. Wow, were you serious about that? Was it a joke? Huang Yongmin furrowed his brows at the surprised reaction of his friends. I answered quite seriously, but you thought it was a joke. Of course, is there anyone in today's world who dreams of becoming a gangster as a future? A gangster, aren't you scared? If you do something wrong, you'll get stabbed in the stomach and run after. Despite his friends' concerns, Huang Yongmin just snorted. Fuck you, do you live one life or two? I just live as X and move on. This bastard is a bastard, really. Tsk. My friends were giggling and laughing, but deep inside they were thinking the same thing. Crazy guy. Although he was a problem child that the school recognized, he was a new child compared to Huang Yongmin. In the eyes of his friends, Huang Yongmin was just an idiot. Okay, you do X. When I graduate, I'm going to break up with this bastard. You idiot. Huang Yongmin was the one who made the friends he had known since middle school distance themselves from each other. Anyway, when Yongmin graduates, what happens to the shuttle you were harassing? Shuttle anyone, you know what? The stupid guy in the same class. Oh, that bastard without a father. One corner of Huang Yongmin's mouth went up happily. Even if you graduate, I won't let that bastard go. Huh? Are you going to keep working for me even after I graduate? Of course, it's my private shuttle. And I feel sorry for you. He probably thinks that the shuttle business will end once he graduates. Who wants it to end? You have to play with it as much as you can. He is truly a devil. Even Satan will be my brother, Kepiki. The group of people who were flirting and laughing emptied their beer cans. Then I suddenly looked at my phone and saw that it was getting close to midnight. Hey, it's the New Year soon. Oh, really? Now shall we go watch the bell ring? It's happening in front of you. Okie, let's go. Huang Yongmin and the rest of the group headed to the front of Bossingak to hear the New Year's Eve bell ringing. Wow, there are so many people. It's bustling like a swarm of ants. Look for a pretty girl. I was looking around and watching people. Yongmin, look over there, over there. My friend tapped his arm and pointed to one side. Is it that him, your own shuttle? Huang Yongmin's eyes turned to Ryu Min. Oh, that's right, my shuttle. When I saw it outside the school, I felt a sense of welcome for some reason. Did that little brat also come to watch the bell ringing? I guess I came here to pray that I won't be bullied by young men in the new year. TSK, that's an impossible wish. What I'm saying is, hey. Huang Yongmin, who was giggling, stopped while trying to approach Ryumin. That bastard. Ryumin just stood there confused, probably thinking about something. Still, the atmosphere was special. It doesn't look like the droopy-shouldered shuttle we're used to. What? It feels strangely different from before. Then the host shouted, "It's finally time. Let's all count together." People went crazy and counted. Then Huang Yongmin and Iljin also participated in the count with the hope that the new year would come. "Baby, I'll take care of you today." I didn't want to bother him on New Year's Day, so I didn't approach him any further. 3, 2, 1. The new year of 2022 has finally arrived. Wah, a crucible of enthusiasm. In the middle of it all, Huang Yongmin and his friends said a few words to each other. Happy New Year, you're finally an adult. Everyone has achieved something this year. Giggles. Huang Yongmin, who was trying to say goodbye, was momentarily speechless. It was because of an unidentified voice that came out of nowhere. Kyo-ho-ho, they look just like monkeys locked in a cage when they are so confused. The voice that was heard again erased the smiles from people's faces. Huang Yongmin was no different. Is this a joke? At first, I dismissed it as a prank by the broadcaster. But my thoughts changed when I saw an angel appear with light in the sky. Hey, this is real. It's definitely not a joke. It was hard to believe it when I saw it with my own eyes. But there was no other way to explain the floating angel. Furthermore, wow, let's see the head of the young man who spoke informally to the angel explode. Huang Yongmin's expression could not help but harden like that of other citizens. Haircut, what the hell is this from the first day of the new year? I have never witnessed someone die in my life. That's why Huang Yongmin couldn't even breathe properly in front of the angel. When I turned my head, my friend saw the same thing. However, Huang Yongmin's eyes turned to Ryumin. Why doesn't that shuttle bastard's expression change if he was the Ryumin he knew? He should be scared or have a stone-faced expression on his face like a stone statue. However, rather than being scared, the Ryumin seen in front of him has a relaxed expression. Even. He suddenly turns his head and makes direct eye contact with me. That bastard, how did he know I was here? Not only that, he even curls up one corner of his mouth. As if he was laughing at himself. We'll see, shuttle bastard. Now was not the time to express anger. Because I found myself caught up in a hellish survival game where I had to survive until 20 rounds. Well, since the brief explanation is over, shall we go, Kyo-ho-ho? Eventually, with the devilish angel's laughter behind him, Huang Yongmin's vision went dark. Asterisk as expected. Huang Yongmin was watching. When he was in high school, Ryumin was a quiet child. He was an ordinary student who did not particularly stand out. I thought there would be no problem, if I just stayed quiet and didn't harm others. But it didn't go as planned. Ryu Min was singled out just because he sat close to Kwang Young Min? I didn't do anything particularly annoying or stand out. What happens after that? I suffered all the bullying. It was normal to be teased during recess, and if I was bored, I would be called to the mountain behind the school and beaten. I ordered them to buy me a bread shuttle, as well as alcohol and cigarettes. Then I got caught by the convenience store owner and had to speak with a bitter face when the police called my parents. My parents know. When asked why I didn't have one, I had to reluctantly answer. He died in a car accident when he was in middle school. At this point, the police officer feels sorry for him and just tells him not to do this again and sends him home. Then the bullying repeats itself again. Repetition of a vicious cycle. There was nothing Ryu Min could do in front of a strong man. I suffered all kinds of humiliation to the point where I was afraid to go to school. But not anymore. After numerous regressions and deaths, Ryu Min became a completely different person. The timid and weak self was no longer there. 99 regressions turned him from an ordinary person into an extraordinary being. Is that why? He was able to remain calm even after seeing Hwang Yongmin harassing him. Actually, I don't feel anything when I look at him. Because I've already taken revenge to the point where I'm tired of going back over and over again. Did you take revenge on that guy from the 7th episode? After becoming more confident and stronger in his strategy, Ryu Min took revenge on Hwang Yongmin. I paid back what was suffered. He was asked to save his life, but he became a vengeful spirit and killed him. Not just once. Every time I repeated the episode, I killed and killed again, until all the revenge from the past is resolved. But after repeating it over 20 times, it became meaningless. Revenge was so boring that now, in the 100th episode, I felt nothing when I saw Hwang Yongmin. There's no point in taking revenge again now, because there is no benefit. Even if you kill him, you have to use him and kill him. I already had a plan in my head as to how I would use him. However, I have no intention of taking him until the last round. First of all, what we need to do now. Ryu Min looked up. After a while. Kyo-ho-ho, everyone is probably wondering where they are, right? I hear the devil's voice that I heard so much about. You are now in a private space where you cannot see each other. Before you can transfer your soul, you need to construct a body. If you think of a game that humans enjoy, it involves creating an avatar. It's a kind of customization. Because it was an avatar I had created dozens of times. Soon, an avatar that looked exactly like him appeared in the white space. The avatar moved along with itself like a mirror. From now on, you can adjust your face or body as you wish. You can also choose a nickname to use in other dimensions. There will be no difficulties, as it is the same as the process of creating a character in the game. Since teenagers and young adults who are already familiar with the game have been captured, there will be no problems with the process. There is only one chance, so everyone must decide carefully. Then, shall we start by deciding on a nickname? After a while, a mechanical sound that was completely different from the angel's voice was heard. Please tell us the nickname you want to register in the system within 30 seconds. If you do not decide within the time limit, your real name will be automatically registered. My nickname is... Ryu Min's lips moved without any hesitation.